Hey guys, it's time for that weekly news show that films about once a month. Big shout out to our sponsor, GlassesUSA.com, who not only gave me an excuse and a good reason to make another gaming news video, but I also want to thank them for supplying glasses like these to my viewers at home. A complete set of glasses, including lenses and frames, can start as cheap as $48. And if you use the link in the description box below, you'll save even more money. If you want inexpensive quality glasses, use the link below. And if you want to learn a little bit more about the pair I'm wearing, stick around to the end of the episode. So the NES Classic just came out over the weekend, and if you were lucky enough to get one, you were very, very lucky indeed. There were very, very few of these made, and they sold out at most stores within a matter of minutes, sometimes even the employees buying them up to resell them on eBay for as much as $300. Now, I was not able to get a hold of this thing, and that's why we didn't get an unboxing. Fortunately, my good friend Jeff up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan was able to pick me up one, and I will be able to unbox one for the channel at some point when it shows up. But if you were not able to get a hold of one of these and you've got some family members that really, really want one, or you want to give one as a gift, don't worry, Nintendo has assured us that these will continue to be printed throughout the year. They'll continue to stock at just about every store. There's some places taking pre-orders for the next wave already. Please, please do not go to a reseller and pay $300 for one of these when you can just wait to find one on the shelf for $69.99. They are coming. There will be more before the holiday season's over and well into the new year. And keep in mind, when any other company does this, these things end up getting deeply, deeply discounted. They'll start at $60 or $100, but they'll sell for $20 or $25 before it's all said and done. You're going to feel really dumb if you spend a premium price on these and then see them on the clearance shelf sometime in February. So Dishonored 2 is out, and this is the very first game to come out since Bethesda made its announcement that it would no longer send out review copies of games in time for people to actually review them before they're released. Now, a few days after its release, a few reviews are starting to roll in, and we're seeing some pretty high scores on PlayStation and Xbox. We're seeing 85s and 89s and 90s, and it seems like the game runs pretty well on those systems and is fairly of good quality. Not the case on PC, however. Over on Steam, user reviews are saying that this is a fairly mixed reception, and it's for good reason. The content is there, the game is there, and the game is of good quality. It's just very poorly unoptimized. Even on very high-end machines, there's some staggering and crashing issues, and on some machines, it just plain won't run at all. Now, Bethesda has acknowledged the problem, said that they are working on a patch that should get it running on most systems and make it run better on all systems, and that they hope to have that patch out sometime next week. But Bethesda, this is the entire thing we were worried about. Had you let this code into the hands of PC enthusiasts who could have warned everybody that the PC version was buggy, a lot of us would have just waited until the game was fixed to purchase it. Instead, a lot of us purchased it, and we refunded it using Steam Refund, costing you an arm and a leg. And the majority of us will spend our money elsewhere on another game, waiting until this game comes out on Steam sale for a fraction of its original sales price. Had you let us know ahead of time, we wouldn't have done that. We would have just waited till the game was fixed and bought it then. And whereas this plan may be able to dupe the occasional console consumer into purchasing your game, knowing they have no recourse to refund it unless they bought it at GameStop, as long as Steam allows us refunds, you'll never be able to pull this over on a PC gamer. You'll never be able to take advantage of this way. So just keep that in mind moving forward. It's probably better just to let people review your game. Now, in some slightly happier news, Titanfall 2 is out, and you'll know this because I unboxed a very special press kit sent over by those guys that actually included shirts that fit me, and that's pretty damned rare when it comes to these press kits. But not only is their marketing team awesome, but the game itself turned out to be pretty awesome as well. It's sitting at a critically acclaimed 89, which is even better than Battlefield 1 did. However, the game is currently considered to be a failure based on sales figures. This game has the single-player campaign that we hoped the first game would have. It's available on both PS4, Xbox One, and PC, so it's not a console exclusive this time. The multiplayer mode has a lot of stuff to do in it. There are tons of different modes, and more importantly, as of right now, as of recording this, there's still no microtransactions, even though they're dancing with the idea. So a lot of different people are pointing a lot of different fingers trying to figure out why Titanfall 2 isn't selling as well as they had hoped. Some people say that it's not selling well on PlayStation 4 because it's Titanfall 2, and they don't know if you've needed to play the first to play the second. Trust me, you're missing nothing when it comes to the first one. Other people are saying it's because nobody has faith in the series after the first game. Other people point towards the beta and the disappointment some people had in the beta. I think the reality is it's mostly just EA's fault. They chose to release this game within a week of the release of Battlefield 1, and Battlefield 1 did very, very well, and I think they thought that Titanfall 2 would capture some completely different audience that wouldn't like Battlefield 1. You know, people would prefer a traditional shooter, and then other people would prefer sci-fi robots or whatever. I think they just basically divided their audience in half, and they've done a terrible disservice to a very, very good game, and even I am choosing Battlefield 1 over it right now, and I think that really stinks. So I just wanted you to keep this game in mind this holiday season when you're tired of playing whatever shooter it is that you prefer. I really hope you give this game a shot, because I gotta say, I think they did a great job. Finally, I just finished hooking up my PS4 Pro, and if you haven't seen the video, I did make a video showing the unboxing and my first impressions. I did not include something that I didn't discover till today. The game I've been playing on my PS4 has been World of Final Fantasy, and someone over at NeoGAF pointed out that the Pro patch for World of Final Fantasy actually makes the game look considerably worse. Now, this is hot on the heels of a lot of news coming out. That, of course, the Skyrim Special Edition Pro patch made that game run a little bit worse as well. And there's a lot of different reasons for this, but the reason is I think, fairly simple overall. These people who are coding these console versions of games are not used to coding two different versions of a game. So they're creating this Pro patch, and they did not fully understand and know how to take advantage of the hardware that would be in the PlayStation Pro. They made their best guesses and their best estimates. I think the initial patches for games that are supposed to take advantage of the Pro, in some cases, may be a little glitchy and maybe a little messy. I don't think it has anything to do with the hardware itself. I think it has to do with the people who are coding for it. They're not used to coding for two different sets of hardware, or like PC coders who are used to dealing with an infinite amount of hardware. It's going to take a little bit of working this kind of stuff out on the software end of things. But it's kind of frustrating. I think it's really frustrating if you were looking forward to the PlayStation 4 Pro and you buy it, and now all of a sudden your game looks worse. It's made me stop playing World of Final Fantasy until they patch the patch to make it look as good as it did before I bought the Pro. So that'll do it for the gaming news of the week, and if you don't mind, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the glasses that I'm wearing. If you guys have noticed, when I did Glasses USA's sponsorship, they sent me a bunch of glasses, including this pair, and this pair has become my primary set of glasses, mostly because they're frameless. And these are actually the cheapest pair of all of the ones I ordered when we set up the sponsorship. Now, you know, me and my wife actually got some designer frames from Glasses USA, and they were distinctly cheaper than they would have been in my optometrist for those particular brands, specifically the sunglasses. I bought my wife a pair of sunglasses at like $400, prescription sunglasses, Wayfarers, and then the ones that she got from Glasses USA was like half the price. It was dramatically less expensive when you're buying designer glasses. The reason I agreed to give them another shout out is because not because of the designer glasses, which not everybody can afford, but because of their less expensive, higher quality glasses like these. These glasses can start as cheap as $48 for both the frames and the lenses. With the discount link in the description box below, it can be even cheaper than that, sometimes even with free shipping. If you are the kind of person like me who's always purchased your glasses, not designers, not because of labels or anything else, but also just because you need some inexpensive eyewear that's high quality, I think this is the way to go. My only complaint about these glasses is within the first couple of weeks, I lost a foot pad. They're still comfortable to wear even without it. The other one did come off once as well, but we easily secured it back and tightened it up. And I know that they'll probably send me an extra foot pad if I need one. If not, I can buy one for like $1 at Walmart, so it's not a big deal. But these glasses I've put pretty much through the ringer. I've worn them in the shower. I've fallen asleep with them. I've dropped them and kicked them. The dog has gotten hold of them, and they're holding up pretty damn well, including that scratch-resistant coating that I paid a little extra to get, so that, you know, they wouldn't be as shiny on camera, and I think they look great on camera. And I really, really like these glasses. So I have no problem endorsing them. And if you are someone who's interested in getting some either very inexpensive glasses or some expensive designer pair at deep, deep discount, if you use the link in the description box below, it'll really, really help us out, and I really hope you do that. The best part is it's entirely risk-free. If for any reason, once you get your glasses, they don't fit, they're not comfortable, you don't like them, you don't like the way they look on your face, you can send them back for a refund. And that's probably my favorite part. So there's zero risk in giving it a shot. Though we ended up not sending any of our glasses back. We like them, even though I don't know how often I'll use these thick-framed ones. I think they look cool, and I'm sure that eventually I'll find a character that works with them. But hey, you know, all of this is just one man's opinion. I could be wrong, and if I am about any of the news, about the sponsor, anything, let me know in the description, the comment section below. I always do read those, and I really do appreciate them. Guys, thanks for watching. I love you very much, and I'll speak with you again soon.